I started the firm in September of 1955, and as I went around and saw friends and relatives, I would say to them, why don't you let me do your income tax return, because maybe I can save you some money. So when January and income tax time came, all of these friends and relatives appeared with their income tax information. And when I looked at the number of tax returns I would have to do, I was unable to comprehend how I would do it. So around the kitchen table, I got my mother, my aunt, and my wife, and they filled out the tax forms, the name, the address, the social security number, and I put the numbers in. And that's how we completed all those tax returns. Tom and I have a relationship that's like father and son. We are very, very close.
He's almost like a father. Literally, he changed my life. He taught me business. He taught me how to be certainly a professional CPA, but far more than that. I want the same for our people in our organization, and it's entirely possible that that can happen, and as in fact is happening today, and is why we're very successful.
I started my career in a financial services industry, working for a brokerage firm, a securities firm, in their compliance department. And what I realized after being there for a relatively short period of time is I wasn't afforded the opportunity to really interact with people as much as I had wanted, that I sort of envisioned. And so public accounting at that point became sort of an attractive option. And luckily for me, I found Dopkins. I interviewed with Dopkins. The people I interviewed with wound up being my future coaches and mentors over the ensuing years, and it was the best move I made as a young professional.
Some folks that I had worked with previously were at Dopkins and put the bug in my ear that this was a good place to come and talk to. And I came in, I talked to the partners, got to know them, got a feel for the place, and I thought this is just some place where I could see myself fitting well. And so moved over to Dopkins, and it was better than I could have imagined. I mean, my career just took off when I got here.
Dopkins for me was about having a small firm feel with a national firm capability. And as soon as I walked in the door, I knew it. I interviewed at all the other firms when I came out of school, and I just felt it when I walked in the door.
We were looking for an opportunity to move back from the Boston, Massachusetts area. And I had heard of Dopkins by reputation. I was fortunate to start to meet with some of the folks there. And candidly, I was overwhelmed by just one individual after the next, the tenure at the firm. All of them had been there, 10 plus years. You don't see that frequently. And just incredible integrity.
I think everything is about integrity. I think it's where we start with our work and our focus. Our clients expect it of us when we expect it of ourselves.
Our people have to act with integrity. We only accept and retain clients that have a very high level of integrity. So it's a demand that we not only put on ourselves, but on our client base, and also anyone else, other professionals that we deal with to serve clients, that we bring within our firm to help better our firm. Integrity is the most important element that they need to exhibit.
Tom expects the best of us. He expects only as much as he would expect of himself.
Of course, Tom expects a lot. But when you have somebody that expects a lot, you get a lot. You find that people rise to their expectations. So when he sets the bar as high as he does, it really pushes all of us along.
I'll tell you, sometimes I'd hate to work for me.
One word, I would say Tom is very fair. That's 2 words, but Tom is fair.
He has a leadership skill of 150 people who follow him implicitly, because his decision-making process is unique in that he makes the decisions thoughtfully, but without equivocation.
He asks for all of members of the firm what they think, and then he makes what I think are fair decisions.
The overriding core value that we exhibit, that we've instilled within the firm, is the one firm concept. And I think it really sets us apart.
One firm culture to me means that anybody's willing to drop anything to help you, even if it's not their task that day. And I think it all goes back to we all have that same level of integrity and we want to be honest people. We want to make sure that we're respecting each other.
I have a client that I work with, and there's someone on another team, an audit partner, for example, that works on that client. It would never occur to me not to tell him what I'm doing, what we're working on, just so that when they have a conversation with that client, they're on this, they know what's going on, they're on the same page, and there's no surprises.
We strive for a one-firm culture where all of our professionals are engaged in delivering excellence in service, not only to our clients externally, but also to our colleagues internally.
We work hard to push aside the barriers that sometimes arise in this business when you work out of your own self-interest. Instead, we work out of the interests of our firm, our clients, and our people to provide them with great career opportunities.
I think the potential for any new employee is limitless. That's what aggressive young college graduates are looking for, and that's what we offer them. We're a big firm and we're a growing firm, so therefore the type of assignments you work on are always new and different. You're learning a lot. As you learn a lot, you're gaining more expertise and promotions through the year, and you work your way up the ladder.
What we offer young people is an environment that we've created and we work on very hard to sustain, which challenges younger people with professional work, maybe some of it initially over their head, but complicated, difficult, challenging work very early in their career in an environment that allows flexibility in when they work, how they work, and a focus on the results with a significant amount of financial reward for achievement. So you combine difficult work, challenging work, with flexibility and significant financial reward, and you attract and retain the type of people that succeed in our business.
If you have somebody who's ambitious and they want to work, the sky's the limit, and we want to encourage that.
As fast as you want to move your career along is as fast as it's going to go. If you're willing to put forth that effort, the firm definitely respects that and sees that as somebody that's going to stay with us for a long time.
I think Dopkins offers you the opportunity to go above and beyond in your career, to do things that are maybe non-traditional from the accounting sense. Sure, we do audit and tax work, but we do so much consulting work that's above and beyond what accountants typically do. That, to me, is what would attract a young professional.
I'm proud to be a part of Dopkins Company. That's why I've been there since 1987. I've really enjoyed it. It's enabled me to develop personally and professionally, and I get a great deal of satisfaction out of servicing my clients, our clients that we work with as part of a team.
I can honestly say in the 25 years I've been at Dopkins, I have never been bored. That is one thing that's never afflicted me. And actually, at times, not when I thought of leaving Dopkins maybe, but the public accounting profession, because the stresses can get pretty dramatic at times. One thing that's always concerned me is I might get bored someplace else, and I know I've never been bored here.
Going to work has to have some kind of a fun component to it. Obviously, as accountants, we have to be technically competent, but we all bring many other talents to the equation. For myself, I spent many years in the music business, and believe it or not, I can still use a lot of those skills and a lot of what I do in consulting. That helps us to have a career that not only is technically sound, as I mentioned, because of the compliance needs, et cetera, but also allows us to have some fun.
I think I can say I feel honored to represent Dopkins. Honored is really the appropriate word. I'm enthused about getting up, going to work. I'm honored to go out into the community, say that I work for Dopkins, and tell people about our services. It's a great organization, and when you work for a great firm, you're excited about telling people about it.
Part of the one firm culture is we have a wide range of talents and skill sets that we hire into the firm. And so perhaps a non-traditional way of managing that mix of people is we have committees that deal with different aspects of that business. We have recruiting committee, we have people advancement committee, a bunch of different marketing teams and committees, and a employee wellness committee that focuses on health aspects and community involvement.
I am actually the chair of the wellness committee at work, and our goal is to not only foster wellness, but to foster employee engagement and get people motivated and working out in the community, whether it be on client fundraisers and 5Ks or the corporate challenge. And the whole purpose is to get our team working together toward a common goal.
We are one firm.
I'm Al Nigro, and we are one firm.
I am Sarah Claire. We are one firm.
I am Joe Heim, and we are one firm.
I am Karen Costa. We are one firm.
I am Pat Bowen, and we are one firm.
I am Tom Emmerling. We are one firm.